I am currently out of iced coffee, so I need to refill that. I am going to be ripping out this camper setup from the truck. Sorry, guys. Why? It's basically just because I want to build a new one. So what I'm struggling with right now, this area right here needs to be moved. When I'm sitting here, my left arm either has to go over the counter or into the cupboard, right? I can't just like place it down at a good angle. So this is typically where I sit. I like to put my laptop up here, my drink here, but you can kind of see I'm like body checking with my shoulder, right? Like it's just way too tight in here. Like look at my arm. It either has to be like this or like this. That's really annoying. So what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to be just taking this section here and probably cutting it. All right, iced coffee refilled. Time to take all this out. All right, you should be able to just slide out. All right. This. Slowly back out. All right, there we go. We got ourselves an empty trunk. Now that it's spring, summer, like I'm out here, bare arms, I don't think I need the bottom insulation. It is kind of stuffy, very dusty. Yeah, this is nowhere near straight. Okay, well, it works. It works. We have ourselves an awkward cut. This is not how you do this, is it? There we go. This sucks, dude. So if I were to sit like this, about yay, yeah, that'd be nice. All right, so we've monkeyed about with the dimensions. We've managed to widen our seating area by a few inches. Our countertop is trimmed and I've installed the post for it. So that goes there, and then this end kind of just goes up on that ledge over there, but cut the corner off and then gave myself a nice little sitting area. That these posts used to be like way over here. So I actually moved everything over about 3 inches. And as you can see, like this is just like a nice little, I might have a little piece of wood or something that goes like that and acts as like an armrest. That might be fun. But I'd want it removable just so that I can get into, this will be a good kind of storage area for like a duffel bag or maybe something taller like that bottle of water that doesn't quite fit under there. So next up is the inverter. Which we can only do once we install this back in the bed. I took out all the packing blankets because frankly, they are so damn dusty and there's so much dander that like, oh my God, it's as if you're touching fiberglass. Like they're not fiberglass, they're just that full of gross dander that like, if you were to rub your hand on it, it's just gonna itch, right? Backwards. This was stupid. My phone. Okay, we're good. We're good. Did this? gonna say, I knew this fit before. Just sweet. Okay, so all right, so what I did is I rejiggered all this to give me more space back here, which I can already tell is so much better. I can already tell. Nice crotch shot right here. Way more space just to man spread, you know how it goes. And then also this just right here is like so great. I can actually move my elbow. I have enough nice place to put all my crap. Originally I only had this area to get in and out of this space, but I think if I just leave it open, maybe I'll put like a bungee across that I can squish out of the way. It might help make things a little easier. This was the crossbar, but we don't use that anymore. Oh, I see why I had the countertop so high. Because I need it to be the same height as these bolts here. All right, so I've made like a little tray for the battery. We are going to put this post back up. All right, so I got the inverter and the battery plate mounted. We are just gonna do a quick cupboard install. So this helps keep everything rigid. There we go. I think there's a good spot. So we're gonna take a self-tapping screw. We're just gonna go right through this bitch. Right where I quit. And what's gonna keep this we have a strip screw. Get a different one. Ready. All right, shit is tight. Tight. Tight like a motherfucker. Oh my God. The counter, oh my God. The counter slopes downward. All right, well, let's take it off and just prop it up. All right, so let's head inside. So this is our new luggage area. Whoa. Ooh. Oh, this is so much better. This is wildly better. I can just go like this. I can just like say this was a backpack and just drop it in there instead of having to fumble it through literally this big of a cubby hole. So like you can see, it ain't pretty, but we can totally just redo this later on. We're still kind of figuring out what we like, right? So I did want a nice high table. Oh, it's not bolted on. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't make that bad of a table today. So I'm gonna buff out these scratchy edges, but I cut off the point. Oh, just the shoulder room, the extra leg room, the width, all while being able to still do my like extendo bed idea. This was time well spent. Let's bolt down the table and then get on to putting everything back in. Alright, so I have rearranged my two primary boxes for food storage, and one goes there, one goes there, and then there's a little bit of room up here for some quick access stuff. So let's just go over. This is mainly the cooking type foods, stuff that needs to be heated. So I have my rices, I have a bunch of different types of ramen noodles. This one's like a real fancy ramen that I can't wait to cook. These are fun. These are really handy. They're super cheap and just an easy snack kind of thing. Just an add water instant pasta. Chili for something more hearty. buckwheat noodles if I'm feeling adventurous and want to make my own, like actual ramen from scratch. This is an interesting one. This is fried bamboo shoots and rice, and it's self-heating. It has a whole stove type heating element that's oxygen activated. So once you pop open the packaging, it'll start warming up. There's some more pasta. There's these are elk jerky or elk pepperettes. And then in here, this is more seasonings and assorted, just smaller snacky stuff. And then, of course, my camp knife. This is, I paracord wrapped this myself. And then also there's a carbon fiber inlay. And it is hands down one of the sharpest knives I have ever. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. And it's also nice because, like, if I want to leave the windows open on this and air it out, I don't have to worry about critters getting into my... basically all my food, right? Because it's locked up. Alright, I finally put everything back together and did a little bit of finishing touches. I finally installed the CO alarm and an actual post. I installed this USB multi-gadget USB hub. What else did I do? I put everything back, put the flooring kind of pads back, put the bed back. So this is our sliding panel section type bed, and there's 3 more panels that come out. So that still works. We did manage to end up moving the battery, moving the counter. We were able to make this space 3 inches wider, and as well as make this space nice and open. So as you can see, it's just like a nice little like place to put your arm. It's not stuck up here or like way down here underneath, and you don't have crap digging into you anymore. So all in all, I would say that this was a successful rebuild. And I think I like this layout enough that if I try it 2 or 3 times, I end up liking it, I might actually just start putting finishing touches on it. You know, actually pretty it up, and then we'd have ourselves a finished camper. We're almost done. Stay subscribed so that you don't miss out on what we do next.